I just took out a loan and bought us a larger house so that we can live with my mother.
Huh?
If you don't like that, then let's get a divorce.
Well, if you insist.
Seriously?
Since you want to give me such an ultimatum of choosing divorce or your mom, I'll take the divorce. Oh, and we'll have to split our properties fairly. We can talk more about that when you get home.
Wait! Why do you already have things like that on your mind?
Because I have been prepared for something like this for a long time now. And having to live with that crazy old lady is a no-go for me. I'd rather jump off a building than live another day in the same house as her.
What is wrong with you, Brooke? Don't you dare say things like that about her.
Have you forgotten about all the things she did to me after going to visit her house when we just got married?
She just happened to run over your favorite shoes with her car is all. Is that so bad that you'll throw away our life together?
It wasn't just that. Whenever I'd use the toilet at her place, she'd turn out the lights on me. She'd also throw ants and dirt into the food she made for me. The fact that she treats a 30-year-old woman like that at her age, especially when she's her new daughter-in-law, is infuriating.
I think she was just upset that her only child was moving out of the house. I doubt she'd still do things like that to you now.
But the fact that she did stuff like that in the first place to me, it's crazy, and she deserves to be locked up in a mental hospital.
But it's been over 2 years now, and I've given you the luxury of living in a house separate from her. Shouldn't you be thankful?
No!
You're really a blockhead, aren't you? You should know to listen to what your husband has to say by this point.
Yeah, that kind of talk is why I'm fine divorcing you.
That has nothing to do with me. It's your fault that I have to treat you this way.
Well, it was you that gave me the choice of divorcing or living with that witch.
That was just a joke. If you leave us, my mama is going to be furious with you.
I've only just started to get irked by this, but calling her mama as a grown man?
What's wrong with that?
It's gross! And you always talk to her like a man-child. Do you want to be known as the biggest mama's boy in history?
I've always called her that, but since you always made mean comments towards me, I decided to try and not talk to her like that with you around.
Huh? So you really are a child?
What about that makes me look like a child?
Maybe it's the fact that when your mommy isn't around, you can't make decisions on your own.
I'm always just a little anxious, so it's hard for me to choose what to do without her chiming in.
You also still act like you're afraid of ghosts. You complain about going into dark rooms and about having all the lights off when we go to sleep.
I'm just worried about a robber breaking into our house if we have all the lights out.
Yeah. I guess we can just leave it at that.
Screw you! I'm not some dumb child.
So? Are we getting divorced? Or staying together?
No divorce! We're going to live in that new house with my mom and you'll be paying off the loan.
That's another reason why I'm not living there. Are you not listening to me?
Why do you have to be so selfish over something that happened years ago?
Right? Doesn't the way I act right now make you want to leave me? I think us getting separated is the best choice.
I'm not going to be played by you. If I don't have you around, there'll be no one willing to pay that loan off.
And what makes you think I'm willing to? After everything I've just said.
Because it's your job as my wife to take care of the house, and that includes the payments.
Well, luckily in a little bit I'll no longer be your wife. So I'll have nothing to lose.
You really want to test me?
Are we done yet? I have to get back to work. When I'm home, we can talk more.
We are not getting a divorce. Don't you dare try anything. I'll make sure you listen to everything I say.
I'm sure you guys are all wondering why I decided to marry a man-child like Garrett. A few years ago, I thought the way he acted was pretty cute, and I soon fell in love with him, hoping that it was just a small part of his personality. But I was wrong. My name is Brooke, and I'm 32 years old. My husband is Garrett, and he is 29. When we first met, it was at a restaurant that he worked at, where I just happened to walk into him, causing all the juice that he was carrying out to get on my dress. After that, we both laughed it off and started to become really good friends. Over time, we really bonded. And 2 years ago, we got married. As long as I overlooked his childish side, he was really good at getting chores done while I was at work, and would even give me a massage to relieve my stress after getting home. I really was lucky at first to have married a man like him. His mom lives in a small house about 30 minutes away from us, on the outside of the city. She has a lot of downsides to her, and after we married and I met her more directly, I started to realize just how horrible she was, and decided to stay away from her. Garrett was kind enough to let life stay like that for a while, and it was truly peaceful. But for him to all of a sudden turn around and tell me to move into a new house with his mother and him really threw me off. He knew that I was going to have a problem with that, and threw divorce in as the other option if I decided to not join them. I played his game and told him that I'd choose divorce over living with his crappy mom. And from there, he only furthered his aggression towards me.
I heard that you didn't want to give any money to pay off the first month of our payments, so I made it work.
Huh?
All of your stuff that you had in our house, I sold.
What?
Because you decided not to listen to me about doing your job, I took things into my own hands.
What did you sell of mine?
I sold all of the old furniture that we had from back when you were living alone, as well as the TV and smart home system.
What about the laundry machine and dryer? If you sold those as well, how are we going to clean our clothes?
I sure did. All of it. Even the fridge and microwave. We're going to be moving into that new house soon, so we don't need all this old crap. I also took care of all those dirty rocks you were collecting as part of your boring hobby.
No. I got those from all over the world! All of those rare minerals and gems that I had.
I also took care of your clothes and shoes that you never wore. All sold. I was able to get around $2,000 for those things alone.
I've been keeping all of those branded clothing for the past 10 years now. I can't believe this.
How does it feel? This is what happens when you try to go against the word of your husband.
So, you did all this to teach me a lesson?
Well, I had to make sure you couldn't run from me. But just in case you still want to, I have all this money from selling your things.
Fine. Then I'll stop talking about getting a divorce.
So you're going to start following my every word?
Well, it seems like that's all I can do now. Did you already use that money to make a payment on the new house?
In another 2 weeks, I'll be able to start paying the realtor for the place. I just have to wait for them to finish up all the billing paperwork.
So for the time being, we still have to live here without any furniture or appliances?
Well, until we move, we'll be staying at my mom's house.
I see. Well, I guess the situation is better than I expected it to be.
What?
Huh? It's nothing.
Until the time comes for the new house, you can use the time to get acquainted with Mom. She'll teach you all about how to care for her, so don't you dare doze off during her class.
Oh, this sounds like fun. I can't wait.
I knew you'd start to fall in line. If you keep this new attitude of yours up, we might even start to treat you with dignity again. We just got all of the paperwork signed for us to move into the new house. So get your things and get over here. What's wrong with you now?
Nothing, really. Moving into that new house with you two has nothing to do with me.
What are you talking about?
I'm not living with your mom.
We agreed you'd be doing this, so don't try and fight me now.
I'm not going to live with you and your old hag. And no matter how hard you tried to persuade me, I won't change my decision.
If you don't come here right now to live with us, we'll be getting a divorce. Is that what you want?
Happily. And you'll be left paying that $100,000 loan on your own. Ha! I've been waiting a very long time now for this to happen.
If you leave us, do you know what kind of pain you'll bring to my mama and I?
Well, none of that will matter to me, so don't even try scaring me.
Then why have you been doing as I've said for the past 2 weeks if you had no plans of moving in still?
I was just waiting to find out if you really took out that huge loan. And once you guys had calmed down, I'd make my move.
What do you mean by that?
I wanted to make sure you'd be going to loan hell with your mom.
What?
You think I'd really shut up after you sold all my furniture, appliances, clothes, and gems?
I just thought you had finally learned to listen to me.
I know that you just wanted me to stay with you so that my money would be used to pay off that loan. So before that can happen, I'm making my move and running away from you two bozos.
I have a $100,000 loan that needs to be paid off. Don't start acting like you can just leave.
And how are you going to plan on paying everything off when you only work a part-time job on the weekends? I don't even know how you were able to get the loan in the first place.
Well, I had Mama ask around for me. I was able to find a place that would let me take that money and use it towards a house.
And what company allowed that?
Mustang Loan Services.
Oh my god.
What?
That place? I've heard that they are super strict when it comes to making payments.
What?
They make themselves out to be a very safe option for borrowing money, but once you are tricked into taking money from them, they hit you with huge interest rates.
I didn't know that. What the hell?
The fact that they never told you your rates, wasn't that a red flag to you?
Well, I didn't bother asking.
Seriously?
What's wrong with that, though? I thought you'd be paying it off, so I didn't worry about all that at the time.
Well, now that I've looked it up, after borrowing that $100,000, you'll have to return $6,000 to them every month at least. Can you handle that with your part-time job?
No way! That's going to be impossible.
I guess I should have known a man-child like you wouldn't understand this sort of stuff.
I've never had to worry about money because you and Mama have been there for me.
Well, I guess this will be your final lesson, huh?
What am I going to do?
Well, whatever it is you choose to do. It won't involve me. I'm going to make sure that you pay settlements to me after the divorce, okay?
Wait, why?
Well, you technically committed theft by selling all my things without my consent, right? You made about $10,000 in total with all of my furniture included.
Well, that was all old stuff that you wouldn't need after the move. And all those rocks didn't mean a thing to me other than the amount of money I could get from selling them.
Of course, I shouldn't be too worried about old furniture being sold, but those so-called rocks that you didn't care about were a part of my long-standing collection. I had to go to countless auctions to get some of them, and many were extremely rare. There were even diamonds and emeralds within that collection.
What? How was I supposed to know that?
Well, I had certificates of authenticity next to them that you could have read before giving all my stuff away. I'll make sure to use those to get the amount they were worth back from you.
But you can't do that. We are still married. That is all part of our shared properties as husband and wife. So I'm sorry, but you can't file crap against me.
However, all of that stuff was things I owned before we married. And I have all the receipts to prove it. So you're out of options.
No.
Next, I'm going to file charges against you for assault. Both your mom and you. That'll not only come with a heavy settlement, but maybe even jail time.
We haven't assaulted you. You don't even have evidence if we did.
Well, for the past 2 weeks, I've had my back covered. Did you think I was just sitting around letting you guys take turns on me? Whenever you guys would see me, you'd always throw things at me. Shoes, bottles, dirt, and so on.
So what? We didn't throw those things at you that hard.
I ended up with bruises as well as cuts and a fear of being around you guys. That is more than enough to accuse you guys of assault.
But you still don't have any proof.
I placed cameras around the living room and kitchen to make sure I caught anything suspicious about you two. And it turns out I got more than I needed. Everything from you and your mom threatening me to you both harming me physically.
When did you get those cameras up?
While you two were sleeping, so that you would never know where they were. And even if you did notice, I'd just say they were there in case of a break-in.
I'm at a loss of words. I never thought you'd be smart enough to fight back.
I even have the video of you throwing a can at my head and screaming 50 points. Laughing and screaming as I laid on the floor with a cut near my eye.
Even that.
I'm going to ask for at least $40,000 in settlements for the damage that you caused to me.
But I already have to focus on paying off the loan. Do you think I'll be able to pay you as well?
Like I said, how you go about paying me is none of my business.
Wait. We'll still have to split our properties after the divorce, right?
Well, that's not going to happen now.
What do you mean? We have all that money saved up for our kids in the future.
I used it all.
On what?
Well, whenever I was home alone, I'd splurge on some really fancy foods.
Why were you eating stuff like that without us?
It was so I could take a break from all the horrors that you two were putting me through. It relaxed me.
What a frickin' waste!
But whenever you guys were feeling stressed, you'd always have me bring home expensive food for you to eat and relax with.
Ugh! What else did you buy with that money?
Before coming home from work, I'd go out to fancy bars and order a few nice drinks, as well as getting the best steaks to eat. I'd sometimes even order a whole roast and eat it.
How did you have the room in your stomach for all that?
When you're eating the finest meats, you never stop to think about becoming full.
So you were probably spending over $400 a day just on food and drinks?
Even more than that sometimes. Over the past 2 weeks, $15,000, I think.
Did you at least use that money to buy nice food for us when you came home to cook?
Absolutely not. I just bought you guys the discounted meat and vegetables whenever I shopped for you guys.
What the hell, Brooke?
I mean, most of that money was from what I saved before marriage anyways, so I don't feel bad for you two at all.
Come on!
No, you come on! I bet if I didn't spend that money soon, you would use it for your own gains.
I'm sorry.
Apologizing now is a bit too late, don't you think?
But I really screwed up. I made your life hell, all because I wanted my mama.
Ah. So this is supposed to be the part where I forgive you and forget all this mess. Not going to happen.
Just wait. If I don't have the money you make...
Then you're going to sink under the water. Sounds well deserved to me. I'll make sure that my lawyer gets in touch with you about the court settlements. Once the divorce is finalized, you'd better give me all I ask for.
But I have no way to do that right now.
Well, you're not going to be seeing me anymore going forward, so you'll have to have that chat with the judge. In other words, this is where you begin your life in hell.
You're the devil. A dang witch! Everything I said and did to you was a mistake. You're like a god to Mama and I. Please come back.
After that unfortunate turn of events, I no longer met with Garrett, and I chose a new apartment to move into. I was able to find a lawyer to support me, and he made sure that I get every penny that I deserved. After all the paperwork and taking him and his mama to court, I was able to finish with a settlement of over $80,000. This included the amount for him and his mom assaulting me. Garrett and her would also be sentenced to being on parole for 2 years as part of their punishment for hurting me. Luckily, I was able to get my money from them after a few weeks, and as surprised by that as I was, I never bothered asking how they got the money. What I later heard from my lawyer was that to pay me, they took out another loan from that Mustang company, and soon fell into a vicious cycle of owing more and more. They would eventually lose that new house of theirs to the loan company, and be forced to live in a small rundown apartment out in the farm fields about 2 hours from the city. They still had more to pay off, though, in terms of loans, and I'm still not really sure what they can do to get out of that deep, dark pit they dug. Garrett is only making $1,500 a month with that weekend job, and unless he starts working more, he'll be toast. I could also see his mom getting a job to try and support themselves a little, but I doubt Mama's boy would let her do that. I guess I'll truly never know how things turn out for them, unless I see something on the news about Garrett resorting to crime or something to make a living. I'm living a pretty decent life now as well in this apartment. I'm trying to restart my collection of rare rocks and gems, as well as move up in my company so that I'll have more money to put towards my hobby. Thank you for watching and listening. We hope you enjoyed the video. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe. Also, feel free to leave a comment about what you thought of the story. We look forward to seeing you at the next story.
Lauren, is it true that your husband only makes $25,000 a year? Please tell me that's a joke. Surely it can't be that low, right? Can you guys really live in this neighborhood with such a measly income? I feel so sorry for you. Your life must suck so much.
Irene, what did you just say to me? How did you even find out about how much my husband earns?
Oh, I just did some research online. It wasn't that hard. Everything can be found with just a bit of research on Google these days. I was just curious about the kind of life you live. But I really didn't think that you'd be living on something as low as $25,000. That's crazy. I would absolutely hate to be in the position that you guys are in. Gosh, I feel so sorry for you. You must be so hungry all the time. Can you even afford groceries with that kind of income?
Stop making fun of me like that. I really don't appreciate it. What you're saying is very rude, and my life doesn't suck at all. I'm happy with my life and my family. We're all very happy. So thanks, but please don't butt into our business. I don't need an outsider like you to insult us like that.
I'm not trying to insult you at all. I'm just letting you know the harsh truth. Let me tell you something. My husband currently makes $60,000 a year, okay? That's more than double what your loser husband makes. Are you jealous now? You really should have tried to find a man like my husband to get married to instead. Oh, never mind. You need to be as attractive as me to find a guy like my husband anyway. But you're ugly as hell, so you can't. Your face really reminds me of Peppa Pig.
Look, this is none of your business. Please just leave me alone.
Oh, now you're getting a little angry, huh? I bet you're just jealous that my husband is so much better than your husband. This is why I hate poor people like you. You guys are nothing but jealous idiots. It must be because of the stress of having to live with very little money every day. I would be pretty stressed out living in that rusty old apartment room that you guys live in, too. The rent is like $600 a month, right?
So you've researched the rent on our apartment as well. Why are you being such a creep?
Did you just call me a creep? How dare you? I was just looking at the properties online and happened to come across your place. I had no idea that apartments for a family of 3 could be that cheap, though. So well done for finding such a bargain on your home.
Yeah, the apartment isn't a palace, but so what? We're perfectly happy living here. It's actually a lot more spacious than you think. It's pretty far from the center of the city, but it's no problem because we both have a car anyway.
You think I'm gonna believe that you each own a car? Please, over my dead body. The rent for our apartment is $1,500, and that's more than double what you guys are paying. It seems like everything we have is double the price of yours. Interesting, isn't it? Our apartment is located in the middle of the city and the view is amazing. It's so much better than your place.
And your point is, I really don't care, Irene. Just leave me alone if you have nothing important to say to me. I'm busy and don't have time to waste on you.
Oh, whatever. You probably have nothing better to do with your time. I know that deep down you're really jealous. I bet that you would love to switch lives with me. Even the clothes you wear are gross. I've never seen you wear something nice, like ever.
Well, nice is subjective, isn't it? Besides, if you're talking about branded things, then I don't own any because I have no interest in being superficial.
Look at you trying to justify you being poor. You should stop and just admit that you don't have the money to buy expensive things like I can. Are you not embarrassed walking around in public with your clothes? I would definitely want to hide myself in a huge hole if I were you. I wouldn't dare step outside wearing the stuff that you wear.
Why should I be embarrassed? There's absolutely nothing wrong with my clothes.
Clothes that are ugly shouldn't be worn outside. That's for indoors or going to the local supermarket.
But my clothes aren't ugly. Oh my god, this is just getting stupid arguing over this.
Oh yeah, I just remembered something else. I still haven't heard your thoughts about the photo that I sent you last night. Everyone else complimented me.
You sent me 50 photos at 2 a.m. and they were all of a Gucci bag that you bought. What the hell am I meant to reply to that? Come to think of it, that was really annoying actually. It was so early in the morning. Who does that?
Are you saying you were annoyed to get text messages from me? I was doing it all for your sake. You need to be more grateful that you even got to talk to me.
For my sake. Why did you think that I would be happy receiving texts from you?
You're poor, so I thought I'd give you a taste of what a rich person's life is like. I doubt you're ever gonna be able to afford anything from a place like Gucci. I sent you those photos so that you could vicariously live like a rich person through me. Hold on a minute, did you think that I was showing off to you or something?
I'm pretty sure that's what you were doing. You're just an attention seeker.
How dare you call me that? Even the way you think is so twisted. This is what happens when you're poor.
If what you were doing isn't showing off, then what is it? I really don't need you sending me photos of your things. I can just look up pictures online if I wanted to.
I was just trying to share some of my happiness to you. I was just showing you the kind of high brand items that I'm able to buy thanks to my husband's fabulous income. You should be thanking me for sending you those photos.
I really don't think there's anyone who would thank you for doing that.
Actually, everyone else always compliments me and thanks me whenever I send them photos like that. They all seem to be really jealous of me. That's what I wanted to hear from you. You're the odd one out. It just shows how bad your personality is.
I just have no interest in superficial things like you. My values lie in more important things in life.
You're just saying that because you don't have a choice and you can't live a life like mine. And you need to show me some more respect. If you can do that, I'll make sure to buy you a souvenir next time we go abroad on vacation.
There's no need for that. There's nothing I want from you.
You really are such a boring woman. I don't think I'll ever get along with you. How about I send you photos of our resort vacation instead? I'll make sure to send you hundreds of them. It should give you a taste of what a vacation abroad feels like. You'll never be able to afford a vacation abroad after all. I'm sorry in advance if you receive the messages at a weird time because of the time difference.
Oh my god, I don't want anything from you. I told you.
Stop being jealous. I know that deep down you want to see them. I'll send you photos of our 5-star hotel room. Make sure you look forward to them.
My name is Lauren. I'm 32 and I have a wonderful husband and the coolest 7-year-old son. And I love my family to bits. It's been a couple of months since I was introduced to Irene, who is one of my mom friends. At the beginning, she seemed like a really nice person and I thought I'd made a great friend. Unfortunately, that wasn't the case. The more I got to know her, the more I regretted ever talking to her. Her husband has a very successful job at a large company and earns a hefty income. She boasts about it at every possible opportunity and makes fun of me for not being as well off as her. All our other mom friends don't want to argue with her, so they just compliment her and play along with her whatever she likes them to do. On the other hand, I refuse to do all of that and I just find her really annoying. She doesn't seem to like that and wants to make my life miserable. And one day, this happened.
How does it feel to be completely ignored by all our other mom friends? You're a complete loner now.
I knew something was a little off, so you're the one behind all of this. Everyone suddenly stopped replying to my text messages. I've also stopped being invited out to lunch. I ate lunch with my mom friends almost every day until you did this.
Yeah, I decided to bribe all our mom friends with a little money, and look how easy this was. I told them that I'd pay them as long as they ignored you. They were all very happy to oblige. This is why it's so good to be rich like me.
I think it's so pathetic that you use your husband's hard-earned money on something as stupid as this. Was there really a need for you to do this to me?
Why do you seem angry about this? Did you not want me to do this?
What kind of question is that? Of course I didn't want you to do this. I've lost contact with all of my friends now.
Well, you deserve it. You only have yourself to blame for it. You need to know your place here in this community.
What is wrong with you? You know what, Irene? You must be so insecure to have to do something like this. Did you really have to go through all this effort just to make me feel like this?
This is your fault for not being grateful to me for even talking to you. I'll forgive you if you admit that you were just jealous of me.
I am not jealous of you a single bit.
Just say you are. That's all it takes to have all of your friends back, you know.
I hate lying, so no. I'm gonna stand my ground and let you know how pathetic I think you are, and I certainly am not jealous of a witch like you.
So that's how you're gonna play this, huh? You're still gonna take that attitude? You really don't learn, do you? You should be thanking me for going out of my way to message you.
I have absolutely no reason to be thanking you.
Well, let's see how much longer this is gonna last, shall we? It must be so lonely with all your friends ignoring you. Lauren, it's been 2 weeks since everyone started ignoring you. Nobody even says hi to you when they see you in public. It must be pretty depressing being ignored like that. If you apologize to me and start respecting me, then I'll forgive you.
Like I said before, I'm never gonna apologize to you because I've done nothing wrong.
You should hurry up and just admit that you're jealous of my life.
There's absolutely nothing about you that I'm jealous of. Your lifestyle is nothing but a fake and miserable one. We all know that.
Shut up! Everyone in this neighborhood is jealous of me.
In fact, let me tell you why I'm not jealous of you. It's because I'm not the poor person that you think I am. And I literally own all of the high-end bags and purses that you can think of. I probably own way more than you do. I've also been abroad to more than at least 50 different countries on vacation. I've seen everything you have and probably more. So I really don't need you to send me stupid photos of what I already know. You're the lame loser here, not me.
Wait, what did you just say? You shouldn't make things up just because you're jealous. There's no way you can afford that with your husband's sorry salary.
My husband doesn't earn as much as your husband. But I also work a full-time job, you know.
But you're just a housewife like me. You're always at home. There's no way you can have a job.
I have no reason to leave my home because I'm a freelance designer. I can do all of my work from just my laptop, and I do pretty well, thank you. I earn around $75,000 a year right now, if you must know.
$75,000. That much? That must mean you guys earn close to $100,000 a year together. None of this makes any sense. Why do you guys live in such a cheap apartment then? Surely you guys can live a more luxurious life with that kind of money.
We decided to move into this apartment because we'd already experienced everything that you're boasting about. We spent plenty of money when we were younger. We decided to settle down and start saving some money for the future. Currently, my entire paycheck goes straight into a savings account. We're paying for all of our living expenses with just my husband's salary.
I had no idea about this. I always thought you guys were really poor.
Why do you sound so disappointed all of a sudden? You must have really enjoyed mocking me. Anyway, I would stop if I were you. You're really gonna regret it.
Stop what? I have no idea what you're talking about.
You should stop borrowing money to buy all those expensive luxury items. I'm guessing you're in a pretty large amount of debt right now.
Oh my God, why do you think that?
I heard some rumors about you being in debt. I also heard that you've maxed out your credit cards too. I thought you were living a luxurious life on your husband's salary. I guess that was all just a lie, right?
Actually, my husband was really angry at me when he found out. I've never seen him that angry before in my life. He had a massive blowout at me for spending way too much.
Well, then it serves you right.
You need to shut your mouth.
I was just saying that I agree with your husband.
This is all your fault. I wouldn't be in this situation if it weren't for you.
What? I have no idea why this has anything to do with me.
I got really annoyed because you didn't seem to be in awe of me. That's why I went out of my way and spent even more money than usual. I wanted to make you jealous of me, and I also wanted you to start looking up to me. That's why I borrowed a lot of money to buy even more high-brand items.
You really are totally insane. Maybe you should start going to therapy or something?
Lauren, can you please help me out here? I'll apologize for the way I've treated you and how I try to make your life miserable. I just have a favor to ask you, please.
You're asking for a favor from me. Well, at least let's hear it. What is it?
I'm currently in debt, and I owe a lot of money to different banks and people, but I currently have no way to pay back any of the money I owe. I want you to help me pay off some of my debt. You're the reason why I'm in this position after all. Can you do this favor for me, please?
Oh, let me think. 1 second. Hell no.
Oh my God, why? Come on. I had to borrow all of that money for you.
Excuse me. I have no idea why you thought that I would be willing to do a favor for you. Did you suddenly forget the way you've been treating me over the past few months? All you've done is mock me and look down on me. You bribed all my mom friends to ignore and exclude me from the group. Did you seriously think that I would want to do a single favor for you?
But I just have nobody else to depend on. My husband is gonna kill me if he finds out about the amount of money I borrowed. He might even file for a divorce.
I think that's pretty likely, actually. I would definitely ask for a divorce if I were in his position.
How can you say something like that? You should be supporting me. I thought we were friends. You must have a lot of money saved up, so please can you help me pay off my debt?
It doesn't matter how much money I have saved up. Even if I had $50 billion, I still wouldn't want to give you a single cent.
Oh my God! Why are you being so mean to me? Like I really don't get it. What did I ever do to you?
You're seriously asking me that? Why don't you go down memory lane and think about it?
Okay, fine. I'm really sorry about everything that I did to you. I admit that I'm in the wrong. I promise I won't ever treat you badly again in the future. Would you please be able to forgive me?
No.
Please, I'm begging you. I'll listen to anything that you say.
Did you just say you listen to anything that I say?
Yeah, I'll listen. I promise. Please just help me out.
Okay, we have a deal then. I have something that I want you to do.
What is it? You can ask me for absolutely anything.
I want you to stay out of my life. I never want to see or talk to you ever again.
Wait, what? I don't want to do that.
You just told me that you would listen to anything that I asked you to do.
Well, I did, but you're not going to help me out of this situation if I cut ties with you.
Yeah, I already told you that I have no intention of helping you out. I really don't want to be wasting any more of my time on you. You've just been so annoying to me. I'm gonna block your number now.
Wait, hold on a minute, don't block me. We still haven't figured anything out. I really have no one else that I can depend on. I really need your help. Please, I'm begging you. My life is gonna be over if my husband asks to get a divorce. I don't have any source of income. Please, Lauren.
I really don't care. You made your bed and now you have to lie in it. Goodbye forever, Irene.
Please don't abandon me like this. You're all that I have left. I'm really sorry.
I immediately blocked Irene's number and deleted it as I had no intention of ever forgiving her. She tried to reach out to me on social media, so I blocked her there as well. I heard that she confessed to her husband about all the money she'd borrowed. Once her husband heard the reason she was in so much debt, he was speechless. And she was served with the divorce papers the very next day and was kicked out of his house. Her divorce meant that it was the end of her luxurious life as a stay-at-home wife. All of her mom friends started to distance themselves from her as well. Currently, she's juggling multiple jobs to pay back her debt and to make a living. I sometimes see her working the graveyard shift at the local gas station, actually, but I don't say hi or anything and just drive right past her. The last time I saw her, she looked very pale and miserable compared to when she was married to her ex-husband. Once Irene disappeared from our community, I was invited out by my mom friends again. We also managed to buy our dream house with the money that I'd been saving for the past couple of years. This was actually one of the reasons why we were living in a cheap apartment and living frugally. All of us love our new house, and I'm really enjoying this new chapter of my life, and hopefully this will last forever. Thanks for watching. Feel free to like the video and leave a comment. See you in the next one. You've got some nerve to attack me like that in broad daylight, Gale.
It's your own dang fault, you idiot. You should have accepted my proposal. Don't you know how embarrassing it is to get denied for something like that?
That's no excuse to assault me with a fire extinguisher. Besides, literally anyone would tell a near stranger no. We're not even dating. Why would I agree to marry you?
Don't you know that I'm Davis's son? You know, the president of the company and all that? There is no reason to not marry me.
There's literally 1,000 reasons I could come up with right now as to why I wouldn't marry you. The most important being that I'm literally in a relationship right now with someone else.
And who's that? I'm sure it's some loser, right? Probably an errand boy, or worse, a janitor. You've got a pretty face. You deserve to marry someone a bit better than that. Someone like me, rich and built.
No. If you need a definite answer, then respectfully, not in a million years.
You'll change your mind, I'm sure. Oh, you're just embarrassed right now.
What?
I know proposing at work was probably a bit much. You probably wanted something more romantic, right? I can see why you got mad.
What are you going on about?
How about we try again somewhere better? I can take you to a nice hotel, maybe something that faces the ocean or has a nice view. I'll get us a nice room. It's on the house. You won't have to pay a dime. And after that, well, you can pay me back in another way.
No thanks.
Oh my God, so cute. Why are you still acting so shy? I suppose this is what we call playing hard to get, right? If it's a game for love you want to play, I'm all for it.
If it's a game of love, I'm not playing.
Grumpy as usual. I'll have my father pitch in and get you a nice expensive ring. Maybe even specially made by Cartier. What do you have to say about that?
That makes me somehow even less willing to marry you. I didn't think that was possible. Consider me speechless. You're really trying to get your dad to buy a ring for you to use on someone else. You really think that is impressive? No, nothing's changing my mind. Don't waste your money because no matter what you do, I'm telling you no.
You are so stubborn. But that's alright. I like women with a bit of a fight in them.
Please just stop. Why are you interested in me in the first place? We don't even know each other.
When I heard there was a newbie coming to work with us, I just had to see what they looked like. Little did I know that a literal angel was coming into our office. You were beautiful, adorable, amazing, so cute. I couldn't sleep, eat, even at work. All I could think about was you.
That's way too far, dude. Sorry, but please stop.
Why would I stop? You love me too, don't you?
I appreciate you thinking I'm a nice person and all, but don't make things up in your head like that. You need to learn how to respect people's boundaries. And no, I don't love you. I have a boyfriend already and I don't even know you. And after what you did, I don't really have any intention of befriending you.
I feel that this is a test for me.
A test?
You're trying to find out just how deep my love goes. By insulting me and denying me, you're finding out just how deep my devotion for you goes.
No. Stop making things up in your head to excuse your creepy behavior, please. I'm not playing games. I'm giving you my honest answer.
My love for you runs deeper than the ocean. It's bigger than the sky, hotter than the sun. I love you, my sweetheart honey bunches, with all of my heart, and I'll never stop.
Seriously, knock it off. God himself could come down here and ask me to date you, and I would tell him no. Even if you were on death's door, I would tell you no. The answer is no, and that's final. So please, just drop it, let it go.
Why are you always insulting me? I like your attitude, but you don't always have to talk back to me. Sometimes you need to listen. Perhaps next time I'll have to be a bit rougher to show you how to behave. I don't like hurting you, but sometimes tough love is necessary.
Please just leave me alone.
I don't give up on women so easily. Once I've decided on my prey, I will get them no matter what. You can't run away. Now be a good girl and come back to me. The next time I pull that ring out, I expect you to say yes.
Not a chance.
Aw, you're really hurting my ego here, my love. Putting me down so much is starting to piss me off. Do I need to teach you a lesson?
Your threats won't work on me. I'm not changing my mind or marrying you, no matter how many times you hit me. And if you keep this up, I'll have to resort to fighting back on my end.
Fight back? What exactly are you gonna do to me? You're tiny. You couldn't hurt a fly. Not to mention, I'm the president's son. I could have you lose your job just like that if I wanted to. And if you try to tell anyone, my dad would just pay them off.
First thing I'm doing is I'm taking this to court. I'm going to sue you for my medical expenses and then some more for sexual harassment.
Yeah, okay. You can't do something like that. Like I said, I can pay them all off.
You can't pay off the courts. Even as the president of the company, I doubt your dad has enough money to do that.
Well, even if I can't, this isn't something they'd take that seriously. You've got no proof for starters. They tell you to settle this on your own.
No way! I want the courts involved. I don't trust you to do this right without legal repercussions.
Oh, just stop giving me lip already, stupid woman. My father will easily bury the case, pay them off, remove the evidence. You name it. This will hurt you a lot more than it hurts me, I can promise you that. So be good and put the ring on.
You'd really abuse your father's power to cover up something like this. I'm not surprised. You seem like just the type of person to do that.
Well, I have the right to do so. I was born into a rich family with a great dad. I just got special privileges in this life. People who grew up poor like you have no choice but to follow our orders. Your life depends on it. So hurry up and marry me already. And don't talk to anyone about this lover spat. We're not involving the police. That would be a hassle.
I'll do whatever I want to.
All right, whatever. I can see you're not gonna give up. I'll show you. You're gonna regret this. In no time, you'll be crying, begging me to forgive you.
My name is Matilda, and I'm 28 years old. I recently got a new job working in a nearby office. Today, like any other day, I finished my work and got ready to head home. But for the first time in my life, I was attacked. Gale, the son of the president of the company, came up behind me with a fire extinguisher after I denied his sudden marriage proposal. At the time, I didn't think to fight back. I was too scared. I focused all my energy on escaping, which I somehow managed to do. I found his phone number on the company website and contacted him after to sort this out. But shortly after, the pain from the hits got worse and ran throughout my entire body. I became unable to move and had to call an ambulance to receive emergency care. After hearing what happened, they called the police, and I immediately filed a report so they would investigate the assault. Luckily, I was able to receive the care I needed at the hospital. I could never forgive this man. He will pay for what he has done to me. The next morning, thanks to the hospital care, I felt a little better. I was ready to do something about this. I went straight back to the office, planning to have a meeting with the president. I wanted to tell him face to face what had happened. Why did you tell your dad that I was lying to get money out of you?
Huh? What are you talking about?
Don't act like you don't know. I went to talk to your dad this morning. After greeting me, he said something along the lines of, "So you're the girl who pretended to get hit by my son. You're kidding me, right?"
Dang, he said that? Oh, sucks for you. Sorry about that.
You're not gonna own up to this? I clearly am not lying. I have the bruises to prove it.
Ah, well, you wouldn't say yes when I proposed to you. You broke my heart, tore it to pieces. I had to do it to let all these feelings out and to teach you a lesson. Just chill, I'll pay for your medical bills if you just shut up. As long as you listen to me, of course.
That's not the point. Please just tell your dad the truth. I don't want a bad reputation before I've even started.
Alright then. But you gotta agree to my terms first.
What terms?
You need to drop that stupid lawsuit immediately. I can get rid of it myself, but it'll be a pain for real. I'd rather not have to deal with all of it.
Seriously? I thought we talked about this yesterday. You want me to just pretend none of it ever happened?
Yep, exactly.
I don't think you realize what you did. The pain was so bad, I had to go to the emergency room.
It couldn't be that bad. You came to work today, so obviously you're fine.
I'm still covered in bruises and everything hurts. I only came because I can't call out on my second day of work. I have a copy of my physical from the doctors that's proof enough something happened.
That's dramatic. Listen, your bruises are nothing compared to the pain you've caused me. It was like 1,000,000 stabs to my heart all at once. Compared to that, yours is like a tiny mosquito bite. But there is a way that you can fix my pain if you just hurry up and marry me.
You're still going on about that? How many times do I have to tell you? No, 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 never.
If you're gonna keep on acting like this, I'll have to pull out the big guns. Either you marry me, or I'll make sure you're fired. You won't be working here another day without my permission.
What?
All I need to do is say the word, and my dad will throw you out. Not only that, but after what I told him, he thinks you're trying to get money from the company. So he'll try and charge you for financial fraud for that police claim. What do you have to say about that, huh? You are screwed without me. You can't fight back, so just agree already. But it's okay. I can save you. Get down on your knees and beg, and I'll consider changing my mind. You are desperate to marry me, and I want you to show it.
Jesus Christ. No thanks.
You sure? After everything I said to you? Whatever, I guess. Don't bother coming into work in that case. You don't work here anymore. And after getting fired so soon after starting, I'm sure other companies won't want to hire you, huh? But if you were with me, I could get you a job anywhere you wanted. I know how to treat my wife right, and I'll make sure you can work here forever.
Can you just stop? I'm sick of this. You're so creepy, God. I'd rather swim in a pool of maggots than spend one more second talking to you. I feel sick even thinking about it.
You what? You're gonna say that to me? Me, the son of the president of the company that you work for? You have got some serious nerve.
I get it. Stop going on about who your dad is. I don't care. Do you even know who my dad is?
Why would I care? Probably just some janitor in another firm or something, right?
Does the name Roland Smith ring a bell?
Huh? Who the heck is that?
He was on the news yesterday morning, if that helps.
Oh, yeah, I know him. He's the congressman I saw on TV yesterday.
Yep, and he's my dad.
Wait, really?
I don't really like pulling the power card or using my dad like that, but clearly that's how you want to play. So if it's a battle between who holds the most power here, you've got nothing on me. If you really plan on taking this to your dad, then I will get my family involved too.
There's no way that your dad is that high up in the government. What the heck? My dad is the president of this company, you know?
My dad's extremely overprotective, I warn you. He fell madly in love with a woman a long time ago and had me. And he's just as protective over me as he is with his wife. Even in the past, he's protected me over things I didn't even need help with. So I wonder what would happen if he found out about this. His precious daughter getting viciously attacked with a fire extinguisher over something as silly as being turned down? Just what would happen?
Who cares? My dad can sweep it all under the rug so nothing would happen.
My father is in charge of a lot of the unions around here for workers. He's also involved in the Department of Labor. Did you know about that? Should I let him know? All I gotta do is tell him this company is doing some pretty shady stuff behind his back and it will all go away.
You can't do that. Knock it off, don't threaten me. Besides, that's a cowardly move, don't you think? Don't use your father's power to win. This is between you and me.
How ironic coming from you. I don't think you've said a single sentence without reminding me about your father. So, who's really abusing their father's power here? Me or you?
Oh, shut up. I hate rebellious women like you. You need to learn your place. I'll have you fired.
You can't fire workers without having a reason, though. I haven't done anything wrong. I've only worked here for a few days anyway. So, it would be illegal to fire me right now.
What about the fraud? You lied to get money out of us. That's plenty of reason to fire you.
Oh, that dumb story? You need proof for something like that, you know?
If it's proof you want, I got it right here. If you say a single word of this, I'll use it. I swear I will. So, if I were you, I'd learn how to shut my mouth.
That's an empty threat. And you're not even going to tell me what proof it is?
Of course I am. I've got it all right here. Proof that you used company funds for your personal reasons. I've even got receipts from you.
What? I don't remember buying anything with company funds. And I don't keep my receipts anyway.
You can't lie. I have the evidence right here.
Wayne's Steakhouse?
Yes, a super expensive high-end restaurant around here. I did my research. It seems you used company funds to treat yourself to a nice meal. I've caught you now, you idiot.
I've never even heard of that place. Are you sure it's not someone else? Then again, that's giving you too much credit. You just made these, right?
What, are they photoshopped or something?
Photoshopped? No way. Look, it's got your full name and the company name right at the top there.
You were just mad I told you no, so you went online and printed these out or something, didn't you?
Shut up. You have no proof. Just listen to me.
I'm a vegan, by the way. Why would I go to a steakhouse? I haven't eaten any meat in like 15 years. So there's no way I'd be going somewhere like that in the first place.
What? You're a vegan, but you look so healthy.
What, are you stupid? Why wouldn't I be healthy?
Whatever, I have more proof. I have a receipt here from you buying 200 donuts from Winchell's. You trying to be the queen of donuts or something? How do you even eat all of those donuts before they go off, idiot? You must weigh more than you look.
Oh yeah, that one is mine actually.
Of course it is, they all are. See? Proof you've been stealing money. That's all I need to get you fired.
Do you involve yourself with the company at all? Despite being the son of the president, you don't seem to know anything that goes on, do you? There was a big party yesterday because someone landed a huge new deal. Glenn had me go and pick up donuts for the party. So he gave me the card personally and approved the transaction. Not exactly theft.
What? Oh, wait, seriously?
Besides, I can't eat donuts. Vegan, remember? Donuts have egg in them usually. I didn't eat any of them.
Are you serious? You can't eat eggs? This is ridiculous.
If you want more details, you can go ahead and Google what a vegan is. Are we done now? You've shown me your proof. Can you leave me alone, finally?
No, we are not through here. You stay here and talk to me, you idiot. I am never gonna forgive you for embarrassing me like that. Never. Mark my words. No matter what, I'll make sure you lose this job. You don't deserve it. I'll tell my dad. He'll figure out something. He knows all the rules. I'm sure there's a loophole.
Back to your dad again. You're a grown man. Stop relying on your daddy to do everything for you. And we already talked about this.
Are you making fun of me? Oh, I hate you. You won't get away with this, you monster.
Isn't that what I'm supposed to be saying to you?
I'm on my way right now to talk with my dad. We will discuss a punishment fit for you disobeying me like this. You have one chance to apologize right now before I get there. Hey, I'm in the elevator right now. So close. You ready yet?
Okay.
I'm at the end of the hall.
And?
About 100 feet now.
Someone's moving fast.
30 feet now. I can see the door. This is your last chance, you know? You ready to say sorry? Ready to get down on your knees and beg for mercy?
To be honest, I'd advise you don't go in his office.
You don't get to tell me what to do. I'm his son. I can go in there anytime I want. I don't need an appointment.
But my dad's gonna have a meeting with him pretty soon.
What? No, he's not.
Did I forget to tell you?
Tell me what?
Oh, silly me. Must have slipped my mind.
Yo, just shut up and tell me.
Well, my dad is part of Congress, as I said. He's also a stockholder and shareholder for this company.
What? You're joking, right?
Actually, I think my dad owns something like 30% of the company. He invested a long time ago when the company was still a struggling tiny business. Anyway, he's on his way right now. Should be here any minute.
Wait, really? He's not gonna pass me in the hall, is he? Oh, wait a minute. So my dad already knows your dad, and he relies on your funding? Am I getting that right?
Yep, that's how it is.
But my dad has never mentioned anything about you. I heard we had some famous shareholders, but he would have mentioned if their daughter joined the company.
He would, which is why I didn't tell him. He probably didn't notice the last name since it's pretty common. If he knew who I was, he'd probably give me special treatment or something, which annoys me. So I didn't tell anyone about being related to him, not even the president.
Wait a minute. Why would you want that? Normal people would want everyone to know about that. It's a huge deal. If you got special privileges, wouldn't you want to take advantage of that?
No, I don't. I'm not like you, sorry. I'd rather be recognized and treated properly because of my own hard work and for being useful to the company. I don't want everyone tiptoeing around me out of fear. Besides, everyone would hate me if I abused my father's position for my own gain. And I know that because I hate you for the same reason.
It's not abusing your power. It's just using what you've got to your advantage. If you want to get anywhere in life, you should be using that.
No, that's relying on luck. I was lucky to be born into a wealthy family, but I don't want that to define me. Anyway, my dad's coming to talk to your dad about some business stuff I don't understand. I'll go ahead and let him know what happened real quick.
Wait, no, don't do that. Just wait a second. Look, I'm sorry, okay? We both messed up. I went a little overboard.
A little? I didn't do anything wrong. Some apology. Let's see here. Hi, Dad. Someone attacked me yesterday with a fire extinguisher. It was someone from work. How does that sound?
Wait, hold on. Look, I'm really sorry. It was my fault, all my fault, only me. I shouldn't have done that. I was an idiot. You didn't do anything wrong.
Actually, it was the son of the president, Gail.
I've apologized. Just stop it already. I'm sorry, okay? Isn't that what you wanted? Oh, please, just don't message your dad. Or mine either. Anything but that. Just don't send it. I'll do anything.
Oh, dear.
What? What? Oh, what happened?
Oh, heavens me, my bad. I tried to delete it, but I accidentally pressed the send button instead. Oh.
What? Oh, you're joking, right? Unsend it. Quick, before he notices.
It says the message was read.
Oh, I can hear someone in the room. They're yelling really loud.
He'd obviously be angry about it. Someone hurt his daughter.
Well, it's not too late to fix this. Please, tell them you were kidding. Oh, they're gonna kill me.
It's not good to tell lies. Everyone learns that in like first grade, Gail.
But think about what this is gonna do to me.
Meh, it's your own fault. I didn't make you do it.
Oh no. My dad is calling me.
Oh dear. Looks like it's the end for you, huh? Have fun.
I won't hit you ever again. And I won't follow you anymore. I'll stay as far away from you as you'd like. I won't ask you to marry me. Please, just tell them you were joking.
Oh, I completely forgot about that. I told the police in the report why you had attacked me. They should be here to catch you in no time.
The police? Please don't. They might arrest me.
It was nice knowing you, except not really. Goodbye forever.
Wait. Don't leave. Oh, please help me.
After that, Gail was called into the president's office and aggressively interrogated by both of our fathers. After it was all over, I headed into the office as well. I gave them all the details of the incident as well as the lies Gail threatened to use on me. It was the first time I'd ever seen my father this angry. It was honestly terrifying. It didn't take long for the police to show up. Perhaps that's because of who my father is. Naturally, he was arrested. He was also guilty of breaking the rules of the company, so the president fired him on the spot. I'm not sure what happened to him after that. From what I heard, everyone in his life cut ties with him, even his father. I hired a lawyer to pay for the pain and medical expenses he caused me, which I was awarded. Of course, I still have scars from the incident, physical and emotional. I still don't feel comfortable being around men I don't know now. And I can't let anyone stand behind my back. I'm terrified of them doing something to me. But I have my boyfriend and family to help support me and get me through all of that. So I'll work hard to recover and forget all about this. Thank you for watching. If you liked this video, please hit the like button and subscribe for more. See you next time!